I grew up in Baltimore County. I was blessed with wonderful parents in a modest area, but rich in nature. I would have wild birds that had landed on me. I could go up and hug deer. I loved being outside, and I often would ask my visionary artists, what's the most beautiful thing they ever saw? Rarely is it a work of art. Usually it's a moment in nature. Baltimore is unlike any place else on earth because it's a cauldron. Baltimore is neither north or south in nature. You know, there's always been this spiritual tension and richness. So I think the American Visionary Art Museum is a very natural outgrowth of the true nature of Baltimore as well. I got the idea for the American Visionary Art Museum when I was working for 5.5 years for the Department of Psychiatry at Sinai Hospital in a program called People Encouraging People, which was set about to give life skills and job training skills to people who were newly deinstitutionalized. And often I would see strengths amongst the patient community that surpassed some of the young social workers. I was always seeing value in people who might be easily dismissed. And I created a museum basically to take everything from science and literature and humor and engineering, anything that I was wowed by, and put it on a table like a feast for everybody to eat, whether they were 3 years old or a Nobel laureate. I was really interested in people who may not even think of themselves as artists. My whole life I had sought out creative people, be they champions of social justice and who were creative about trying to do the hardest thing of all. How do you take a bad societal problem and turn it a little bit so that there's a greater blessing than has been before? Those people are fiercely creative. And so I always say that creative acts of social justice constitute life's highest performance art. I've traveled around the world and seen, beautiful things, but what I really want to get to at this time in the world is the essence of what is important and meaningful and joyful from the point of view of what's wrong, identifying and articulating that, not to throw shade on anything, but to be able to help create a culture to ameliorate that injury. What I find is that compassion in a visionary leader is never old-fashioned. We're on this earth for such a short time, and when a leader can above all set a tone of compassion and valuing that, it makes for greater collaboration within all of the employees. There's a sense of really genuinely caring about the well-being, and so they give back, that it's not just a job, that they genuinely have care and passion for the task at hand.